totals or sides, whatever you guys want. College football coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. This is Griffin Murphy from DocSports.com coming at you with a free college football selection for Saturday, October 4th, 2025. This matchup is between Coastal Carolina and Old Dominion. Let's jump right into this breakdown. Very interesting. So, Old Dominion laying 18.5 points in this. We have a very high total here. So, going right at this, I'm gonna rip apart this Coastal Carolina team really quick. That doesn't mean we're going with them against them, but I'm gonna still rip these bastards apart. So Virginia opened up the season. They went to Virginia, lost 7-48 in that game, got absolutely blown out. Then they follow that game up against Charleston Southern. They win that game in a 13-0 final, scoring 13 points against Charleston Southern. That is an absolute joke. I watched this team. I shouldn't have been watching them, but I was watching them. Very unimpressed. Very unimpressed. I will say then followed that game up by a 38-0 loss to East Carolina. Then, very, very surprising win. Going into South Alabama, where South Alabama's been pretty competitive this season, and taking that game in a 38-20 final at South Alabama. But now they're going on back-to-back road games here, and they've got to deal with an underrated, and I say underrated, I mean an Old Dominion team. This team opened up the season against Indiana, holding them to 27 points in a 13-point final in their loss differential. Blew up North Carolina Central, then went into Virginia Tech, one of the toughest places to play college football. Buried them, and this is a rivalry matchup on top of that. Went and embarrassed them in front of their own home crowd in a 45-26 final. Virginia Tech's no bad team this season. They're a good team. Old Dominion just came in there and gave it to them. Came in with momentum, rivalry, had all the momentum, and they put it to them, and they did exactly what they needed to do. But it was interesting. They followed that game up. They played Liberty. They put 21 points against them up in a 21-7 final, and Liberty is by no means a good team whatsoever, especially on the defensive side. That is where they struggled the most. So looking at a game like this right now, last season, Coastal Carolina got to Old Dominion. They beat them 45-37, but I will say this was a very, very different Coastal Carolina team than it is this year. Coastal Carolina is by no means this good compared to what they were last season, and they weren't even very good last year. But now going at this game right now, so total sitting at 54.5. I see that being very strong high. So we get it. Old Dominion, they're 22nd in the nation when it comes to yards per game offensively, and they've done that, but they've done it against North Carolina Central, who's terrible, and then a rivalry game against Virginia Tech, who, if they're going to win that game, they got to score points offensively. Then you have a Coastal Carolina team that we already talked about what a crap show their offense has been this season. So looking at these teams right now, I actually find discipline on the defensive side. Old Dominion, they're very well coached. Defensive line is their strong strength, as well as their secondary actually is a little bit more veteran than you would expect. For Coastal Carolina, a little bit more young. That's why this point spread is sitting at 18.5 points. I like the revenge spot here for Coastal Carolina, for Old Dominion here, but I don't like laying 18.5 points. I believe that's too many points in a sequence like this. So looking at this current total sitting at 54.5, I think we're going to see a drag-out game. I believe this is going to be long, slow, controlled tempo. I believe Old Dominion controls that tempo, and I believe they get it done. But 54.5 total, absolutely not. I'm on the under here, ladies and gentlemen. Give me under 54.5 total points in this matchup. Again, I think Old Dominion gives it to them, but I just don't see how. I don't like laying the 18.5. I'm better with the under. So we're going with the under, ladies and gentlemen. That is my free selection to you guys. There's a lot more value to that play. And also, if you are a new member to Doc Sports, head on over to DocSports.com/free60. There you can go grab yourself a free $60 account. You could use that free $60 on my premium selections, my absolute best bets for free. Do want to let you guys know, as we are highlighted on the football topic right now, college football, I'm currently 9-4 on the season. And when it comes to my top plays, I'm currently 5-1 for plus over $2,500 in profit. I mean, we've been dominant on these top plays. And I have a 7-unit best bet. That play kicks off at noon Eastern time on Saturday. Already circled up, keyed in. As long as that line stays stag, this play will be released Thursday when our release time comes, and I will be launching this bastard. So, ladies and gentlemen, 7-unit best bet going out Saturday. MLB playoffs, I have been absolutely red hot. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys all of my runs. I don't want to be that guy right now. I'm here to offer you some discount codes, so back off. Go to the Doc Sports website and check out my bio. You guys will be able to see all of my runs. If you guys are a current member and you guys want to jump on my plays and get a discount, type in the promo code at checkout, YT10, so like YouTube 10, and then we'll hook you guys up with 10% off of my daily packages, weekly packages, monthly or season packages. And I already got you guys for new members hooked up on that Doc Sports 360 link. So use those 2 links if you guys are looking to get some action this weekend. And as always, this is Griffin Murphy from DocSports.com. Best of luck to you guys this weekend. And once again, best bets, Old Dominion versus Coastal Carolina, -54.5. Be there, be square.